Yeah, here we are with the last topic of Unit 5, that is the writing skills, and we will be talking about how to write a letter, a covering letter for a job application. So here we will be dealing more with resume writing, and when we write our resumes, firstly we'll draft a resume, and along with the resume we also have to give a covering letter, just giving a brief description about you, who you are and why you want the job, and how would you work in the job, and what is your job and responsibility, how well you will execute your duties. Explaining all that, you have to write the covering letter. So firstly, when you apply for a job, you need to build up your resume, and secondly you need to write the covering letter. If at all you are applying it online, you can also write the covering letter in the mail following the same format. If you are trying to apply it offline, like in the sense you would want to go and submit it to a company by hand, then you will have to write a letter like this. Right, so covering letter also comes under formal letters. In the previous unit we have learnt about formal letters, right? The format of formal letters is the same. So everything is aligned to the left, and the top left corner we have the from address. Because you are writing the letter, your address should come first. So if you have observed over here, door number and the name of the street and the place and the state or the country, right? So these are the details given. You don't have any punctuation over here. A flat number, after that we have a dot, that is accepted, but after the words you don't have any punctuation. This is called open-ended punctuation, which I have already mentioned in unit 4. And then we need to leave 1.5 line space and then write the date. So there is a specific format in writing the date also. 19 July, after 19th you need not put a th, or if you write 23rd you need not write rd, that is not needed at all. And then month, July, July, and then the year, and no punctuation mark over there. Then you are writing it to somebody, right? So to address, this is called the to address or the inside address. So you are writing it to the personal manager, Hotel Malabar Palace, MG Road, Kochi. So the complete address, right? And then we have the salutation, dear sir or madam, and subject line, which should always be below the salutation. Subject should be very brief and appropriate. So application for the post of assistant manager or reservations, right? This, for any job application, you can simply write this subject line, application for the post of so and so. So in the first paragraph you have 2 lines, which is an introductory paragraph, very brief and to the point, wherein you introduce yourself and how you came to know about that post. This is with reference to your advertisement in the Hindu dated 19 July calling for applications for the above post in your hotel. And then again in the next paragraph, complete description about yourself, your age and your experience and the place where you belong to, and then where you have worked previously and what are your qualifications, and how well you would work for the company, etc. Right? And in the last paragraph you have 2 lines. I enclose copies of my school and college certificates as well as a testimonial from the manager. Testimonial is when you go from a particular place, when you resign from a job and you want somebody to write good about you. If you ask, they would write something. So that is called a testimonial. So and so has worked in our company and his work was quite commendable, etc. So that people of that particular organization, they give you the letter, that is called the testimonial. And then here I would be grateful if you could consider me for the advertised position. One concluding line which will just show how much you are interested in the job and how eagerly you are waiting for the response, right? And then you have the complimentary clause, yours faithfully, and your name has to be written in brackets, and if you have any enclosures you can include them, enclosure copies of certificates and testimonial, right? So this is how your cover letter of a resume should be. Now we will go ahead with the resume, how to write the resume. See, covering curriculum vitae. So there are two terms called CV and resume. CV is according to British English and resume is according to American English. So now what is the basic difference between these two? In a curriculum vitae you will highlight more of your academic credentials, whereas in a resume you will write about your academic credentials also. At the same time you will talk more about your hobbies, interests, etc. Whereas in a CV it is straightforward and directly it focuses on the academic achievements. So this is the format of the CV. Firstly, name, you have to write the side heading name and address and phone number and nationality, date of birth, etc. Objective. See, follow the same format if it is asked in the exam to write your CV, because this is the model which is given in your text. And then work experience. If you have already worked in a company, then you can write that. Otherwise directly go with academic qualifications. So the latest degree which you have done should come first, and then only the other degrees, right? Suppose you're doing your BTech should come first, and then intermediate, and then SSC, etc. So instead of using the traditional way of using a tabular format wherein you put serial number, name of the degree, name of the university, percentage of marks, etc., you can also write it like this in a paragraph format. So placing commas in between, you can just say in 2011 you have passed out, right? So postgraduate diploma in marketing, comma, BVB Institute of Marketing and Management, comma, Ghaziabad. So in this way you have to write, and even you can write your percentage in brackets. And the other qualifications are like diploma in C++, working knowledge of Microsoft X, whatever technical skills that you possess, you can include them here. So this is the format of the curriculum vitae.